with the headline, Village Terrorised by Baked Bean Vandal. The village of Wonersh, I don't really know how to pronounce it, it's Wonersh, in Surrey, is being terrorised by a mysterious vandal, covering footsteps and cars in baked beans. There's just like a stock image of baked beans on the story as well. The mystery bandit has been covering doorsteps, homes and cars with the famous orange sauce in the village of Wonersh.
What do you mean by footsteps? Covering footsteps?
I
What
guess
does that
like
mean?
stairs.
Right.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Not like footsteps in the snow, but
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Every time there's a footprint, he's like, beans.
outside steps, I guess.
Right. That's a strange way of calling them. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe it's a Surrey thing. We got any listeners in Surrey?
That's so far away. No.
Yeah.
A Surrey police spokesperson said local officers have received reports of incidents in Wonersh where beans and other food has been poured onto residents' front doors and cars overnight. The victims are understandably distressed by this unacceptable behaviour. Officers have also shared some photos of bean-stained crime scenes, with one picture showing 4 empty cans of Heinz beans left outside a doorstep. And then it finishes up with a little social media comment. One person joked, "What half-baked idiots would do this? I hope they get thrown in the can." And then absolutely Heinzus crime.
That one's a stretch, isn't it?
That's terrible. That one. Yeah. It's like one of mine.
So what? They've put beans, like poured a can of beans on someone's car or something.
Yeah. So there's nothing, nothing like particularly creative. Like they're just dumping a can of beans out on the floor.
It says on I don't know what establishment you're reading this article from, but on the Daily Mail one, it says also poured them through the letterboxes as well in people's homes.
That's a bit more brutal.
Unless you have like a funnel.
They must have had a funnel. Yeah, they must have had a funnel. It's the only way.
Yeah. It's the only way.
Do you reckon that's what the detective said?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how they got these beans through this letterbox. Call out Rob. Get Rob on the phone. He must know.
Definitely a funnel, sir. Did anyone ever do a shit? Or not do a shit, or like get a dog shit and put it in like a brown. Did anyone ever do that? Classic, like you put it in the bag, set it on fire, and ring the doorbell.
No, I've seen it on TV.
I had mates that did it.
Just to each other.
No, mates that did it to just like random people. Or they told me they did. Whether they did or not, I can't. Yeah,
they sound like really nice people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's a brutal thing to do to someone, really, isn't it?
That's awful, yeah. Must be a horrible, like even more smell.
There's that scene in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where someone buys like the bar next to theirs, and it turns out he actually owns pretty much all the land in their bar, so he's like kicking them out, and they're trying to get back at him and they don't know how. And their last resort is that they put shit in a paper bag, set it alight, and they're like, well, how's this going to get rid of him? He goes, well, I don't know, but he'll have poop on his shoe. Like, that's what I do know. And they go knock on the door and he's not there, so they just throw it through the window and it just blows up the entire building. There's like a gas leak or something, and they throw it through and it just completely destroys the building. So that's what can happen.
That's what can happen.
The dangers of a simple prank.
There's
that was the bean story.
There's some good comments on this
nice and quick.
Bean article.
Get them out.
The top one: have the police been round. That's it. That's not a pun. It just says catch them before the house prizes tumble.
All right.
Heinz beans too. You can tell it's a posh area. Yeah, it must be someone with money if they're wasting tins of Heinz. Someone in my area has been squirting tomato ketchup at doors at night and other stuff too. Maybe it's some stupid challenge from idiots on social media.
I love that I blame social media.
Yeah, such a boomer comment. They actually shortened social media to SM. I managed to deduce that in the moment.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I wonder what other stuff refers to.
Yeah, I don't know.
And other stuff.
I hope they catch up with him soon.
Do you reckon they could have? I reckon if it were me, right, I would have gone to Costco and bought a massive tub to save money. So maybe it's, that's the economical way of doing it. And then just go around with your tub and a spoon.
And ladle.
Ladle. And just ladle out servings of it. So much more efficient way. If that's not what you were doing, sir, then you need to listen up.
You would be a better bean vandal than me.
Yeah, I know. Funnels, Costco things, yeah. Other
maybe the Costco
warehouse
beans
selling places are available to buy you beans.
Maybe the Costco beans haven't quite got like the viscosity that Heinz
viscosity.
Beans
big up the word viscosity.
Good word.
It's a bit of a running joke with me and Gina. I went through a period of saying viscosity as much as possible. It's a great word, isn't it?
Oh, wild times.
Wild. That's fucking. It was a mad time in lockdown.
Any more comments, Tom? Or
I'll scroll through. It's just people.
Have they been and gone?
No.
Oh, come on.
So, Farmer Giles says.
That's not a real name.
Yeah, he agrees with us and says, when you think about it, pouring a can of beans through a letterbox must be quite difficult.
Yeah.
Especially
if it's got that most letterboxes have got that brush stuff in there, right?
Yeah,
I'd say some.
That's what it's for. I think is to keep beans out.
Yeah.
Does anyone mention my tunnel theory? Funnel theory.
Not yet. No.
Tunnel's even better. Maybe they're exploring it out of a molehill.
Or they could have like a really long tube with a little spout at the end that's like a funnel bit that bit pokes through the letterbox, and they can do it from really far away, and then run away. Or they could do it from the opposite house. So they put it out their window.
Like a bazooka.
Oh yeah, if they want to be really incognito. Feed
this
could carry a
massive funnel
20-foot long pole around.
Telescopic, feed it.
And you pour the beans down there and it takes
ages,
7 minutes of shaking it before it actually gets out the other side.
Or it could be like a blowpipe, like a
little dart.
Tribe juice. And you just fire like a...
You have to quite high pressure to put some beans through, though, wouldn't you? You have to have a big... You have to put
What's the weirdest thing you've blown your beans up, Rob?